Hey guys, Portia here, and today I am working on a Minnie Mouse inspired design and t-shirt. This video is brought to you by the Mefine brand of HTV. Now they sent me a whole bundle, guys, which includes 24 sheets of HTV, a weeding tool, as well as 3 sheets of Teflon. Now, here's the plan for today. We are going to create our design in Cricut Design Space. From there, we will cut and weed, and then after that, we'll wrap things up by pressing the image onto our t-shirt. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so we are hanging out with Minnie Mouse today, as I mentioned a little bit earlier. The first thing I want to do is size this down to the size of t-shirt that I am using, and for me, I want it to be approximately 3 by 6, so let's go ahead and take care of that. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. And because this is an SVG, we have the option to play with the layers over here. Now we have the sunglasses as well as the silhouette of Minnie Mouse, and I want to make those the same color, so I'm going to go ahead and select both of them, and I'm going to say weld. And from there, as you see, it automatically brings the silhouette to the forefront, and that's not what we want. I mean, honestly, we could leave it like that because it's not going to cut like that. But what I want to do so that I can continue to see what it is that I'm working with. Now I'm going to select everything, hit arrange, and I want to send the silhouette to the back. So I'm just going to say send back. So now we get to see our picture again. From here, I want the yellow and the blue to cut on the same mat as well. So I want to change her skirt to yellow. And let's go ahead and select that there. And then once again, I'm going to select the skirt as well as, let's just say, the accessories, shift, and go ahead and weld those as well. So the next thing that I want to make sure that we do is group everything together. Okay, now we are grouped. The next thing I want to bring in is some font, or rather our text. And today our text is going to say, hello gorgeous. Okay, and I want to change the font here. And the name of the font is going to be, what is it, Walt? And I did get this from defont.com, so Waltograph. And I'm going to move our hello over just a little bit. And I am going to use our line spacing to bring the gorgeous up. So kind of connect the two a little bit without creating two separate text boxes. All right, that looks pretty good. And then I'm going to bring our hello gorgeous a little bit closer in to our Minnie Mouse, so that it'll look like that. And if you want to, you can change the color. Really doesn't matter. I'm thinking about doing the hello gorgeous in gold, and everywhere we see yellow, I think I want to do an animal print, and the rest of the colors will pretty much stay the same. But guys, this is what we're working with today. So the next thing that I want to do is go ahead and say make it. Now we are going to have a few different mats because we are using different colors, but that is okay. You can have as many or as less as you want. And this time we're using 6 mats. And each one we're going to want to make sure that we mirror. So I always like to go in and do that first. So guys, here is the plan. I'm going to go ahead and cut these out. And then once they are all cut out, we'll come back and we'll weed everything together. Okay guys, so here is our Minnie Mouse. I guess we would call this deconstructed, but let's go ahead and start weeding. So this is our black vinyl, and it's going to be our first layer. So let's go ahead and weed our base first. This is weeding super duper clean, which makes me happy. All right guys, so now it is time to get to pressing. So I have pressed the shirt in preparation for the HTV. We are going to go ahead and start with our Minnie Mouse here. I've kind of already eyeballed and measured out my 3-inch mark as well as my center. I'm going to go about right here. This will be our very first layer. Now what I am going to do is press each layer about 300 degrees for 5 seconds. The reason why I'm doing that is just to tack it down but not to fully adhere it. When we get all of our pieces down, from there I will go ahead and fully adhere. But for now we're just going to do each layer in 300 degrees, 5 seconds each. Alright, one last press just to make sure everything adheres. So I just want to go 315 at 30 seconds. Check her out in all her glory. Hello, gorgeous. I really do wish I had used more of this gold, because I don't know if the camera is truly picking up the blinginess of this bling, but it is really blingy. Yeah, as far as the Mefine HTV, I really like the crisp, clean cuts. I did like working with a vinyl that already had a pattern in it. This was a first for me, and so I was interested to see how it would distribute itself in our overall finished product, and I think that worked really well. I enjoyed the fact that the weeding process was super easy, super clean, and then the last thing that you always want to check for when you are working with HTV is like literally how well it adheres to the fabric. And I must tell you, with this I have no complaints whatsoever. As with any HTV that you're always using, you definitely want to wait 24 hours before you wash, but we are down. I did do several layers, guys, but I did want to make sure not to over press, and so we did not over press. I didn't experience any shrinkage or anything like that, and we are all good. So yeah, guys, this is all I have for you today. I just wanted to share with you my experience with the Mefine HTV. If you got any questions, concerns, emotional outbursts, let me know. If you found this video helpful or even entertaining, could you go ahead and give it a thumbs up? But guys, as always, until next time, peace.